So, you're a Russian. I give you Bitcoin and bottle of vodka to turn yourself in. Deal? I'm Ukrainian soldier. You're Russian soldier. We are brothers. I give you Bitcoin. You give me surrender. Yes. We shall fool the world. To you, my brother. Vodka, bring us together.
I want to welcome you back to another Real Talk session with your man, Theodore Miles, RTSTM. Let's jump straight into the show. I know your time is very valuable. So, this whole Ukraine versus Russia thing. Well, the fear they had imposed before in the media, y'all know the stuff we was hearing about every single day. Well, I guess that, ain't scaring everybody anymore, right? So we got to scare y'all now with a potential war. Well, let's jump into the story straight off of YouTube, okay? I don't own the copyrights to this because this is Fox News. I'm using this for educational purposes, so YouTube, please don't hit me with a copy strike. Okay? Copyright strike.
Good evening, Brett. As Putin's forces face setbacks, many U.S. officials worry he may be pushed to use more lethal weapons that could cause large-scale civilian casualties like these thermobaric weapons, vacuum bombs, known as the father of all bombs, which generate high temperatures that can start fires and burn everyone and everything within its blast radius. They were used in Chechnya. This footage is from 2014. U.S. officials assess the Russians have moved launcher systems for thermobaric weapons into Ukraine, but not the weapon itself. A grisly symbol of Putin's desire to wipe Ukraine off the map, his army is targeting cultural sites. And in a sick twist, after the Russian leader spoke of denazifying Ukraine, the Russian military bombed the Holocaust memorial in Kyiv, a reminder that nothing is off limits. Here is the moment that President Zelensky, who is Jewish, was told by his chief of staff the memorial known as Babin Yar was bombed.
President, I'd like to inform that now Babin Yar. Now Babin Yar now is bombing. Babin Yar? Yes. The memorial? Yes. That is Russian. My congratulations.
U.S. defense officials are watching the slow progress of the 40-mile convoy coming to Kyiv. Reasons it may be stalled? The Russians still don't have enough gas and have run out of food. Reports suggest some Russian soldiers are punching holes in their own fuel tanks to stop their vehicles from moving forward. U.S. officials say they have no reason to doubt those reports. Some Russian soldiers have surrendered even without a fight. Many are conscripts not told why they were there. Then there is the high-tech help sent from outside Ukraine. Elon Musk delivered a satellite internet service shown here called Starlink.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe
All right,
to the YouTube page and catch our...
So that's the news story. But I want to bring you guys the article that I found to be most interesting, and that's what I'm about to pull up for you now. Because this is, to me, is just hilarious. If this is a so-called war, I've never seen war like this before. I've just never seen stuff like this. Here's the headline. Anonymous offers Russian soldiers over $50,000 in Bitcoin for each surrender of each tank, according to this report written by Demitov Zadzosrov. According to this, it says the Intercontinental Hackers Collective Anonymous will reportedly pay $52,000 in Bitcoin for a surrender of a tank, for each surrender of the tank. Now, I had already heard of a report where the Ukrainians were offering the Russians about $45,000 US in Bitcoin to go ahead and surrender. And also, if they surrender, they will receive amnesty. Okay. And they will have all charges dropped. So right now, Ukraine is trying to pay the Russian soldiers to just give up. Now, as of right now, SWIFT, Visa, MasterCard, that sort of thing, is actually creating a embargo, a blockade from Russian citizens from utilizing the SWIFT payment system. So things are getting a little bit desperate over in Russia right now. As a matter of fact, when their stock market opened, their entire economy, their dollar, their ruble, the Russian ruble, that's the name of their currency, dropped by 30% the day that it opened the other day. And so as a result, they completely shut down their stock market, the stock market. Now, so we're going to go into this story. As we know, Russia is having a problem financially. However, they have created their own, I think it's called the SPFS, but they have created their own internal SWIFT style payment system. And we'll get into that story in just a moment. But first, let me read this article to you here now. So it says here, the notorious hacker organization Anonymous has reportedly offered Russian troops payments in Bitcoin to hand over their tanks. The groups would pay more than $52,000 in Bitcoin for each surrendered combat vehicle, BTC in exchange for a tank. BTC in exchange for a tank. So the story continues to go on, and it says the Ukrainian side has been trying to stop the Russian invasion, not only by weapons and direct combats, but also by striking them digitally. A few days ago, Mikhailo Fedorov, sorry if I'm saying these names incorrectly because I do not speak Russian, with the exception of a few words like "privyot," meaning hello, or "paka," meaning goodbye, or "do svidaniya," whatever. So, other than those words, I don't really speak a lot of Russian. So, when I mispronounce names for my Russian people, please do not get offended. Now, moving on to the remainder of the story, because I'm sure all of you guys are so ready to hear about it. But it says the Ukrainian side has been trying to stop the Russian invasion not only by weapons and direct combats, but also by striking them digitally. A few days ago, Mikhailo Fedorov, Ukraine vice president, announced the government will create an IT army. We need digital talents. We need digital talents. There will be tasks for everyone. We continue to fight on the cyber front, he explained. The intercontinental hacker group Anonymous has also conducted several cyber attacks on Russia. In just 2 days, the organization breached more than 300 Russian targets, collecting over 1 billion rubles, around $10 million. In an attempt to lessen the power of the Russian forces and make extra profits, Anonymous reportedly offered tank crews $52,000 worth of Bitcoin for each surrendered battle machine. Those who wish to exchange such vehicles for cryptocurrency need to wave a white flag and use the password "million" so that the hacking group can recognize them. Quote unquote, Russian soldiers, everyone who want to live with their family, children, and not die. The anonymous global community have collected 1,225,043 rubles in Bitcoin to help you. Their message states, according to the article, Anonymous declared war on Vladimir Putin at the end of February. Back then, the group warned that Russia's leader will face unprecedented cyber attacks from all corners of the world should he not stop his invasion of Ukraine. The Western world trying to stop Putin, despite not entering into direct military combat with Russian forces in Ukraine, the big powers, quote unquote, have declared economic war on Russia. The European Union imposed a ban on transactions with the Russian central bank, aiming to cut its monetary connection with Western Europe. The UK has also introduced similar measures. Well, that's the end of this particular article. Stay tuned for the next story. I salute you. Please go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment for more stories like this. I need your feedback. Small channel, and I'm hoping to grow with your support.